Yeah, you talk loud, but you don't say nothing. Let me tell you about yourself real quick. You don't know how to talk, just bark and fight. Interrupt women like you know what's right. Misogyny dripping in every line you spit. But that anger in your voice, boy, nobody wants it. You think you the man, but it's hard and sad. Whole vibe screams bitter and it's all you had. No love, no grace, just tantrums and threats. That's why your DMs stay ghosted.
Y'all share the live out.
With women, cause you can't hold space. Every convo's a battle, every word's misplaced. You pointing fingers, but the problem's you clock it. That's why you sitting bitter, scrolling through. Nobody wants a man who can't listen or learn. No respect's not given, just talking turn.
Y'all tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen, share the live, tap the screen, share the live.
Just yelling at the past. Registry check, selling list too. Let me Google real quick. Background looking like a warning sign, boo. Receipts don't lie and your name's in red. Damn, boo. That alpha male talk, boy, is dead. I looked at your page. I see it. And now I understand your age. Little, little man. We all see your face. I looked at your page. So lonely. You die alone. That's the road you chose. Little, little man with nobody close. Talking down on women won't get you a throne. Just a dark little room and a cold headstone. So next time you flex with your loud boy noise, remember queens don't fall for broken toys. We see you clown and we laughing still, cause your lonely fate, that's the realest deal. I looked at your page.
Come on, y'all, tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen, share the live. Share the live out, share the live out, share the live out. Drop the link. Drop the link in your Discords. Drop the link in your shared groups. Drop the link everywhere you need to drop it. Let everybody know we on it. We about to have some fun. We about to have some fun, y'all. Hey, KGR. So listen, today's conversation, or today's second conversation, because it definitely got ruined by the last guy. We're going to do all the things, right? We're going to, actually, let's see. Let me change the gift goal over to the grab the mic. Let's change that over to grab the mic. Where is the grab the mic? Thank you. Thank you for sending a heart me. Don't tell me the grab the mic is gone. I read that it was a temporary one. Don't let it be true. Don't let it be true, y'all. Don't let it be true. That was my favorite one. What the fuck? Why would they do that? I love that one so much. Damn it. All right, let's... I guess. I will do the journeys. All right, y'all. Oh, we got somebody in the queue. Oh, we've got somebody already. who'd like to address the prompt. You guys tap the screen, share the live out. We've got somebody that's ready to address the prompt already. Yay! Welcome up, Raider. So today's question is, if a man is not improving a woman's value by being a husband, does he have value at all? Do
I would say,
other men have value?
I would say he doesn't have value for that particular individual at all. But at
No,
the
no,
same time, is she even a wife? Are we talking about a
sir.
married couple or
No,
somebody?
no. You're not understanding the question the way that I mean it. So, a man here. Let me do. Okay. So you got a man and a woman, right? All right. They're together, husband and wife.
Okay, so we're talking about a married couple.
Yes, this man is
Okay.
improving her life by being a husband. Then we've got a man over here who has no wife. There's no woman attached to him that he's improving. So does he have value?
You say he's improving?
He's not improving anybody's wife. He's not a husband. This is a husband.
Okay.
All right?
Well,
This is a single man.
what I feel is every husband's duty to
But he's
improve.
not a husband, though. He's a
Oh
single
no, I'm
man.
saying no. Okay, I'm saying I believe it's every husband's duty to improve his wife's life, but I also think the same vice versa. But I think we have different roles. I'm speaking
Sir,
as a man.
you're
I'm speaking as
not
a married man.
answering the question. We're not comparing married men to married men. We're comparing married men. I even drew it out in stick figure. We are comparing married men to unmarried men. The married man has value because his value is in improving the life of his wife. This man
Okay.
has no wife. If he has no wife, does he have value?
Yeah, he has value, but he's not married, so why should he be improving somebody else's life if he's not married?
Oh my God. It's gonna
I,
have to stay, Rochelle.
then you're not explaining it right. If I'm not answering it right, you're not explaining it right because you
Okay.
asked me if that man has value. Yes, he has
Wait.
value.
Okay. You pause because I know that Rochelle understands it how I meant it. Let me go to KGR and ask her if she understands. And then I need to know from the comments if you understand what I'm saying, push a 1 in there. Because I think that I'm under. Okay, go ahead, KGR. Maybe you could do better.
Okay, so the only reason that that man who is a husband has value is because he is a husband.
Yes.
The
Right.
single man is single. He has no value because he has not yet been determined to improve a woman's life enough for her to accept him as a husband. You see, he has no value. He is not improving anyone's life. And he's also not even worthy of being a husband. You have a husband right there who is absolutely, you can tell by the way he's smiling, the way she's smiling, he is supporting his wife. He is making her life better. He has added value to her life. And the single man has done nothing. So I don't really see why you're confused, sir.
Well, the reason I'm confused, I don't know. There's some misogynist and misandrous about that statement, but
Why?
because because she said because he's single, no woman has accepted him. How you know he wants to be married?
Sir, I'm sorry. As a married,
All
I
men
cannot
want to be
I'm
be
married.
married. That's so I'm married.
All
I
men.
can't be a misandrist.
All
And all
men want
men
to
want
be
to be
married.
married.
Not
All
all
men
All
want to
men
be
want.
men
No,
want
no,
to be
that's
married
not
and they
true.
all
That's
want
not true.
children. All
I would
men
say
want to be
most men
married,
probably want
sir.
to be married.
Sir,
Wait, can I
sir.
speak?
Y'all
No,
gotta
most
share
men
this live out.
most men probably want to be married, but not all men want to be married because of certain laws, like divorce laws, for example. Not
All
all
men
men.
want to be
Sir,
married.
sir. Again, we just actually had a whole thing. It was on CNN. It's been on MSNBC. It's even been on Fox News. All men have stated that it's a top priority to them to have children and be married. So we know this, that men want to be married. They want to have children. So I don't care what you're trying to justify. Just accept that those men who are not married, who have not been married and then had children with that wife, they are not marriageable, and they have no
You ever
value.
thought that the woman they had kids with are not marriageable neither?
Sir,
Not, not all
Sir,
women. Not
why
all
do you
women
need
are
to
wife
sir,
material.
hold on, sir.
Not all
Hold
women
on.
are wife material though.
Sir. It is the duty of the man to make both the husband and the wife valuable. So if there is a couple that was
Oh
not
no,
married
that's
and
one
they had
sided.
the
No,
baby,
that's one sided. That's
no,
one
it's
sided.
not. It's his
No. Okay.
responsibility
Okay. What is her responsibility then?
to say yes when he asks.
That's it.
Yes. How do you think
So
people get married? Sir, how do you think that? Okay, let's get this together again.
so you saying she has
Wait a
she has no
minute. Wait a
responsibility?
minute. Wait a
I have a
minute.
question.
Wait,
I have a question. You just said so. I have a
listen,
question.
sir. I think you're getting a little confused about how this runs. You are a guest on my panel. So you don't yell at me that you have a question.
I'm not yelling. I'm having to. I
Even
asked.
King's Corner. King, can you please come up here and regulate him for me for a moment?
Why I need to be regulated?
You need to be regulated.
you're
King,
being
if you
Okay.
could.
hysterical. You're being hysterical.
Yes.
What the hell? That's not even a word. There's something else made
KGR,
up.
Rochelle, and myself, we as the women, we're going to be quiet for a second. King, if you could please regulate this for me because he's yelling.
No, but you're saying women have no duty to provide any value to a man's life.
King, could
That's
you
what
please
that's
tell
what
him
you
not to
said.
yell at me?
I'm not yelling at you.
You was yelling earlier. Man.
That's not yelling. Y'all ain't heard me yell.
You about to get to yelling now.
I'm not yelling. But no, what I keep hearing is women have no duty to make a man's life more valuable or to bring any value to a man's life. It's just only on the man.
Well, when you talk about wife, I ain't gonna lie. When she said to say yes, that kind of goes without saying. Like you walk right into that. That's where you become a wife when you say yes. Like, are you saying that the woman should be finding a husband?
In today's age, absolutely. Yes.
How, ooh, I want to ask how would that go, but that's crazy.
Here's the thing. This ain't 1950 no more. You can't just court women like you used to because you have, you got to worry about SH accusations just for trying to smile at a woman wrong. But bottom line is you have a lot of men. You have a very small percentage of men who are bold enough to even approach a woman because of women. A certain subsect of women have ruined it for a lot of other women. Yes, I believe most men want to be married, but not all men want to be married. And even the men who want to be married, they don't see a lot of wife material out there.
It doesn't matter. They still all want to be
That
married.
does matter.
And the only way,
that's actually really does matter.
yeah. So a man's value happens when he gets married. That's why all men want to be
I
married.
disagree with that.
Men don't have value until they become husbands.
I disagree
Men
with
do
that.
not
I
have
think that's vice
value
versa.
until
Actually,
they
I think
become
women don't have
husbands.
value unless they get a husband.
When they become a husband, that's when they have value.
No,
And
to
if
a
they
woman.
had
That's
any
value to
value
a woman.
before, they weren't using it, and then their value was useless. Because the man's value is to be given to the woman so that the woman as a wife has the most value. Right?
I disagree. I
Wife
disagree
has
with that.
value, has
I
most
disagree with
value,
that.
right? Most value is the
No.
wife. And she becomes
No.
the most value because she has a husband who then gives the value to her. Right? And if a man isn't giving value to a woman, he doesn't have any value. That is a man's duty.
No, I
That
think
is
a
a
man.
man's duty.
I
A
disagree with
man's
that.
duty is to find a wife so that he can make her valuable.
And a woman has to find a husband too.
No.
Yes.
I'm sorry, that's not how
Yes.
that works.
Yes.
Sir, if you've ever actually truly been married, you understand it is not for a
married.
woman
I'm currently
to go,
married.
sir, I don't believe you, because if that is your belief, then your wife is not really into you, honestly, because and you don't really like her. Because you
My wife.
see,
You don't know my wife.
you should
No,
have
that's your
like
opinion,
had
but you
someone
don't know
who's
my wife.
married.
You don't know
Again,
my wife.
my husband had to pursue me. I was not looking for a husband. Why would I want to potentially devalue myself?
Exactly.
Because the only way that a man adds value is if he's valuable enough to add value to my life.
Well,
If
I don't
he,
think
if
a
what
man
if
has to
he
be
had
married
been
to
a
be add
bad?
value.
What if he?
I
Yes,
disagree
he
with that.
does, sir.
That's
Sir,
totally false.
that
Sorry.
is
That's
not
false.
false.
That is absolutely false. Because
I'm
I'm
going to
gonna tell
call
you, I
my
can tell you
dad.
why, but you
Let's
won't
make
let
it
me.
simple, man. Let's make it simple. What do you want from a wife?
To be strong where I'm weak,
Time out,
and that's
time out. Hey, listen, when somebody asks you a question, check this out. If you continue to breathe, the words will come out easier.
excuse me, you won't even let me answer before cutting me off.
Ooh,
That was
Excuse me,
jeez.
I
for
apologize.
one.
I was just trying to catch you, man. The stutter was
No,
a trip.
like for example, my job as a husband is to provide, which I do very well. You know what I mean? Her job is basically look. A man's job. No,
So let me
okay. I'm
stop
gonna
you right
tell
there.
you.
Hold on, let me stop
Ultimately,
you
hold
right
on. Let
there.
me finish. Ultimately, a man's ultimate duty in life is to build society, and a wife's duty is to bring in the next generation of the society builders. Ultimately. And do I think
When
a
you say
man only
provide,
has
bro,
value if he's married? That's absolutely false because guess what? A man's value is not based off if he's married, it's based off what he provides to society.
Mm-mm. No, no,
And
it's
when
not.
you can say no
It's
all you
not.
want. That's what
If
I
a man
believe
is
in.
not married and improving the value of a woman, he has no value.
Oh, so you talking about only our value is only in slavery to
I didn't say slavery. You said slavery. I didn't say slavery.
Isn't that what you just expected of a wife? That she's supposed to be
think about
enslaved
a
to just
woman
birth
adding value to
children?
a man. You
Ew.
hear me?
I
One
You
said,
thing
I
about a
have,
said,
woman
my
adding
Yeah.
man,
value
my
to a man.
man, you
It's
really
like you
made it
always hear
simple. When
one
you say
side.
provide, bro, when you say provide, it's what's the pro? Somebody look up the what's the prefix pro? You're adding to the woman. If you're providing to her, and I said, what do you want from a wife? You
Yeah,
said
because
to
I actually have a
provide.
woman who's actually wife material.
So who's
Sir,
gaining the
finding
value?
a woman that's wife material is your personal problem. That's your personal quest.
What are you talking about?
That's your
I said
personal
no.
quest.
I said my wife is actually wife material. Not
Okay.
all women are wife material. Or it should even be deserve to be a wife.
Okay, so
Just
listen.
like not all
Hold
men
on.
deserve to be husbands.
Everybody stop. Everybody stop. Okay? Everybody stop. So look, let's work this out. He said not all women are wife material. That's fine. We can work with that, y'all. We can work with that. Let's get onto the board. Okay? So let's say we've got 5 men. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? All right, we're getting it there. We have 5 guys, right?
Your commentators are being
All
wife is
right.
not a sexist
Now we
embarrassment.
got,
Man.
hold on. You're doing the most. We got 5 women. Out of 5 women, how many you think are wife material?
Out of 5 women,
Yeah.
1,
Okay, cool.
maybe 2, maybe 2.
Okay, you want to do 2 or you want to do 1? You can make the rules.
2. We'll do 2.
Okay. Okay. So let's make this one of value and this one is valuable. These are the wife material women. Okay? These 3 are trash. Okay? Now, all 5 of these men want these 2 women. Correct?
I would say 3 or 4 of them. Because not like I said, most men want marriage, not all. So I would say 4 or I would say 3 to 4 of them will want those women.
Okay.
The other two is going to want the other 3.
Okay. So these 2 get these 2. Okay? These 3 do not get wife material So for these three, no wife material woman for them. Okay? Now, here's the thing. Because these two men are the one that got the wife material women, these are the two men that have value. And if they didn't have value, they would not have gotten these women. That's why I'm telling you that the men that don't have the wife, no value.
Just made my argument.
Right?
They had value
Right.
before they even got those
They
women.
have no value.
That's why they got those women. You just said they had value. That's why they got those women.
No,
They had
but their
value before
value-
they got them.
But
They had
listen,
value.
but their value was not being used. Correct?
Disagree.
So, no, their value was not being used. They had useless value
I disagree.
until they had their women.
I disagree.
And once they got their women, then they used their value to improve the lives of these women, and then they became valuable men.
But they
Because
still
they
already
are
had.
not valuable. They're not valuable until they have a wife.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. You're talking about only value, being valuable to women. There are men who have value.
That's the
who are
only
not
purpose
married.
of men. Men
No,
do not have
what?
further purpose. Stop.
That is misandry.
Men do not
That talk
have
is
further
misandry.
purpose.
No,
The
that talk is
purpose of a
misandry.
man, the purpose of a
what's
man
the
is
purpose
to
of a woman?
improve the
Okay, what's the
life
purpose
of a woman
woman? What's the purpose of
by
a woman?
being her husband.
What?
The
purpose
purpose
of a
of a
woman?
man is to improve the life of some woman by being her husband.
Excuse me. No, the purpose of a man is to build societies
No.
in structure.
And
Yes.
they build society,
Yes.
listen, and they build society by fulfilling their purpose of finding a woman and making her life better. Because he brings forward,
Albert
he brings
Einstein.
forward
Albert
the next
Einstein never
generation.
married. Albert
He brings
Einstein.
forward
Albert Einstein was
Can I
married
say
for
something?
40 years. That's a lie. He was married for 40 years. And
Oh,
his
was he?
wife is the one who came up to, with E equals MC squared. She's the one who found that.
I don't
He
believe
published
that.
it under his
I don't
name
believe that.
because
I don't
she
believe
was
that.
not
I don't
allowed to
believe that.
publish.
I don't believe that.
Again,
But
the
I don't
purpose
believe
of
that.
a man,
You made that up.
the purpose of a man, the purpose
It's
of
to
a
build
man
society.
is to marry some woman and make her life better.
I
There's actually, so listen,
I
let's
highly disagree with that. I
Mr.
highly
Raider,
disagree with
Mr.
that.
Raider, you can disagree with the truth if you want to.
That-
But
no,
even men,
truth
Sir,
according to you.
even
That's according
men,
to you.
even men find men that are married more valuable than men that are not married. That's why there's never been a
That's
single
not true.
president.
Okay.
There's never been a singular
Okay,
president that's been not married.
I'm gonna use Elon Musk, who is married. Guess what? If he never got
He's
married,
divorced.
he is
He's
considered very valuable because
No,
of what
he's
he
not
brought to
valuable.
society.
No,
he's not
for you to say he's not.
No.
Actually,
For you to
to
say
correct
he's
you,
not is
actually,
delusional.
just to correct
Hold
you
on.
really quickly.
That is
Wait,
delusional.
stop.
That's
Everybody stop.
delusional.
Hold
That
on.
is very.
Stop. Elon Musk's money has value. Elon Musk himself as a character person does not have value unless he marries a
That's a
woman,
lie.
and improves her life. He himself has no value. His money has value. But he himself has no value. No value.
So all his technology that he is coming up with
He
has
never
no
came up
value.
with he never came up with any technology.
Excuse me. Excuse me. All that is under him. So that is
a
his.
venture
All that
capitalist.
is under him.
Sir,
all that is happening is under him. He has value because he brings the best mind. He brings the best mind into one spot,
he doesn't.
and they create things together. That is one of the most.
they
He is
don't.
probably considered one of the most valued people in the world right
he's
now,
not.
married or not married.
Sir, no, he's
Married
not.
or not married, he brings some
Sir,
of the best
and-
value to
All right, sir.
humanity.
I need you to relax for a minute because I want to rotate on the panel a little bit and not just center you. It makes me think that you're not married and that you're not getting an opportunity to feel valued.
Y'all can speak to my.
No, you're not feeling valued, right? If you
I'm
were
very
feeling
married.
valued, you wouldn't need to be
Here.
centered like this, because the value that your wife brings you would be enough. But it's not enough. That's why when you're coming up here, you're feeling like you have to be the center of the conversation, because you're not getting that at home.
Conversation, man. I didn't ask to be
You're
succinct.
not. You're That's why you don't even let me go to anybody else. You just want to talk and go and talk and go. You're making me feel like if you don't have that feeling of value anywhere else. You see King up here? King is a married man. All right. And I know that King is a married man
So am
because
I.
King is able to not have to talk all the way through the whole thing, because King's wife makes King feel valuable at home. And so he's not searching in other places and needing to center himself. You, sir, I'm not sure. Now,
Because I disagree with you.
sir, you see what I'm saying? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Okay, King, would you like to answer the prompt, and then we'll go to Grips to answer the prompt?
If a man is not improving a woman's value by being a husband, Grips is in a way, does what have value at all? Does
Does
he?
he have value at all? Does he have value at all?
It's not improving a woman's value by being a husband. Yeah, he got value. He got value.
What's his value?
You said, what's his value, or how does he have value?
Whichever way you want to answer it.
Well, I mean, you got to get married first, so he got to be potential. So the new wife or the new marriage got to come from somebody that's worthy or showing their value. So you got to create it.
So, are you familiar with potential energy and kinetic energy?
Potential and kinetic, yeah.
Okay. So I think that prior to getting married, you have potential energy, potential value, right? And then once you get married, you have kinetic value. Now you are taking the value that was just potential and actually utilizing it by improving a woman's life, improving that woman's value, because you're making you a man. A man is the only thing that could do it, arguably a woman, but that could take a woman who's not married, who doesn't have value. Because remember, they tell us all that all the time. They tell me that all the time, that because I don't have a husband, I don't have value, right? So it would take a man to come to me and improve me from being an unwed woman and elevate me to being a wife, right? It takes a man to do that. Now, he does not have value unless he can do that. Unless he has in his life found some woman who didn't have any value because she wasn't married and then elevated her to wifeness. When he did that, that was the moment in which he became valuable, because he did that. He was able to do that. Nobody else can do that.
Oh, nah. Like what you said with the analogy, nah. The potential energy or the potential value was there. You feel me?
Yeah,
Don't make
potential.
it non-existent because he didn't marry her yet.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
potential value. But that potential just sits in potential forever. It doesn't ever actually be valuable, right? Potential energy is not doing anything. It just sits there.
Ah, true.
So false.
I mean, that's what the potential energy concept is. So
Yeah, potential energy.
emotion
Yes,
is just
potential
there.
energy is not manifested.
So arguably it don't exist. I see what you're saying. So arguably it don't exist. Yeah, true. Ah, nah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, so there's no value. See, value is up, man. You're right. Value is what the consumer grades you on. So until you show up, the shit don't exist to nobody else. You just the man in your mind. Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, let's go to Grip. Grip, the floor is yours, dear. If a man is not improving some woman's value by being a husband, right? Because he has to improve her value by being a husband so that she becomes a wife, right? Does he have value at all?
No.
Yeah, I think so.
I want to take a second to like slide down from Narnia and Bizarro Land real quick
Okay.
because I'm thinking about this shit, right? And this male logic is I think they belong in the cuckoo's den, right? Because look, on one hand they tell us
that if we sleep with them, our value decreases. We become bargain basement pussy, right?
Right.
But then on the next hand, they tell us that if that peen comes with a ring, our value somehow inflates overnight. Like it's
Right.
like we become, I don't know, we become a princess or something like that. But it's like I think the only time a woman's value would technically increase is if it was like being married into royalty, or
Mm-hmm.
if and even then, nah, I'm not even gonna go there with it. But that's the only way that I could see marriage increasing a woman's value, because, like you were saying before, a lot of them get promotions and like in the corporate America, it is highly favored for them to be married because now they're being viewed as a more responsible, productive member of society. They see that this person does good with commitments and the trust is built based off of that wedding band. And so it's like, I don't know. I think that they really just want us cuckoo for cocoa puffs. I think that's really what it is. Like they want us in the cuckoo's den so that they could tell us that the sky is green and that Jesus is walking on water and that we are born from a rib.
Oh, Grip, you actually just hit it. So imagine you did not have inherent value. So you make up a whole entire folk tale stating that the only group of people who can truly, have parthenogenesis and create children from themselves came from your rib magically, even though you still don't even have any of the genetic material necessary nor the capability to bring forth life, right? And then you call yourself a provider. Now, this is really this is actually linguistically important.
And don't leave out the
Oh
fact that you're
God.
sleeping with your child after you done had that child out of parthenogenesis. Now you're gonna sleep with your child.
Yeah, like that's weird,
What are you
right?
talking about now?
Now
So
let's be
basically, we
honest.
give
So
women the value by marrying them. We
So
provide value.
what I'm trying to ask is, so men who build bridges, build houses, if they're unmarried, they're not valuable, but they
Correct.
build. Everything
Correct,
that y'all
sir.
use
They're
That
valuable
is
to
are
correct.
you.
built, but they're not
That is
valuable.
correct. The only thing that
That
can
sounds
bring
lunatic. That
the
sounds like
only
lunacy.
thing, it does not matter what he achieves outside of marriage. The only thing that can make a man valuable is for him to become a woman's husband and bring value to her and elevate her from being a single woman to a wife.
All
That
right,
is the
that's the biggest
only
false
thing.
statement I
If
ever
he
heard in
does
my
not
life.
do that,
Well,
he does not have value at
That's the
all.
biggest false
Raider,
statement I ever
Raider,
heard
can I
today.
ask you a question, Raider?
What's that?
Are you attracted to men?
I'm married to a woman.
Have
That
you ever
doesn't answer
slept?
that
Have you ever?
question, sir.
Are you attracted to
No, I
men?
just sit up and say I'm not married or you want to.
No, I
I'm
understand
married
that,
to
but
sex.
I'm talking about before you were married. Have you ever
Man,
been romantically attracted to men?
Miss me with all that. Miss me with all that. Ain't nobody. Don't be sex
All right, so
playing.
that's a no. So you've never slept with a man.
Hell no.
All right, so why are you telling us what to be desirable in men? Unless you, the only way that you could
Dude,
tell
I'm not telling
us,
you what to be
listen, no,
desirable.
Raider, listen
Anyway,
to Raider,
you put
Raider,
words in my
listen,
mouth.
Raider,
You put
listen to what I'm saying to you real quick, all right? Just relax and listen, right? The only way that you could tell us what makes a man desirable is if you
Or
sleep with
valuable.
men
Or valuable. Yeah.
or
I didn't say
valuable.
what makes a man
You could
desirable.
tell now,
I
Raider.
never said that.
Raider, you could tell us
I
from a
never said
male.
that. I said
Raider.
valuable. I said
All
valuable.
right,
All
all
right.
right. So
Now,
Raider,
Mr. Raider,
if you're
Mr.
talking, you
Raider,
can't listen.
Can
Mr.
I say
Raider,
this? I find
Mr.
more
Raider.
value.
You've
I
been
need
talking
to
a
ask
lot too.
King, can you please talk to Raider again? Can you please talk to him again? I don't think he could hear us.
So I gotta do a call from the regulator. You feel me? So go ahead, start from the top.
Okay, Mr. Raider, do you believe that men determine what is valuable for women? Meaning, men are the one that say that's a valuable woman, that's not a valuable woman. Is it not men that determine whether women have value or not?
Yeah,
Is it not men that determine
and
who
vice
is
versa.
marriage material and who is not?
Yeah, but
Okay,
that doesn't make
so
that doesn't make that doesn't that's
no,
not the full definition of.
So listen, women determine what is valuable about men in the same way.
Them. To
No,
them.
no, all over,
Society, I'm gonna say it like this:
all over.
society determines if you're valuable by what you give to society,
No,
what you
society
provide
doesn't.
for society. Like
No,
I'm gonna say it
it's
like
not
this: if you
society.
are a
So
builder,
how
like
come
for
it is?
example,
Oh,
for
you going through a lot right now.
natural disaster,
Yeah.
if a
You're going
natural
through.
So
disaster was to hit,
does society
can
tell
I say this?
does
If a
society
natural
tell you to
disaster
marry your
was
wife, sir? Does society tell you to marry your wife? Or did you marry your wife? You're not making sense, sir.
actually that's society.
Society told you marry this
No,
woman.
no, society tells men to get married, or that's
That's
the
not what
old
I asked
society.
you, sir.
Wait, let
But
him roll.
no,
Wait,
Society
I
Hold on. Let him
no,
go down that line.
hold on.
Society told you to get
I
married.
married my wife because she was worthy.
Yeah, you did it because society told you to. Just
No, I'm saying no. What I'm saying is no. Society does tell people to get married, though. Society does tell people to get married and be fruitful and all that good stuff. But bottom line is, you can't tell me a man who builds bridges, a man who builds homes, a man who does plumbing is not valuable if he's not married. That
Correct.
is ludicrous.
Correct. He does not have value until he elevates a woman to
Have
wifehood.
value to a woman,
Yeah,
No, that
but he
he
has
has to
value
be
to
val-
society
He has
because he
to.
provides a
Yeah.
service to society
Sorry.
that society needs to
he
keep
crashing out.
moving.
I know.
I'm not crashing out. What
You
the
are
hell?
crashing out.
Shan
I just
Gill
wanted to
All right,
insulted
I
me
need you
point
to
before.
go
out.
That's
on mute. I need you to go on mute because I need to teach the class something real quick. I need you to stay on mute because I
you're a
need to
bad
teach the
teacher.
class. Sir, stay on mute. You have self-control issues. You have
Just
self-control issues.
I don't hear bullshit.
I
That's what
just
it is.
wanted
You
to
I don't
are
point
listen to
out.
having
bullshit.
self-control issues. KGR, are you still modded over here?
No, not on this account. On my other account, I am.
All
So
right, let
can you
me
mod
see
me?
if I have a space. Because I just need somebody to keep this man on mute while I teach the class.
I got you,
Because
girl.
he
I just
cannot
wanted to
do
point
it.
out. I wanted to point out that married men are the highest earners across the board. They earn more than married women, single men, and single women. Societally speaking, single men are looked at as risky and not, not trustworthy, if you will. Did you know men's car insurance rates and their health insurance rates go down once they marry?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're looked at as not being as risk adjacent.
Right.
So these are things we know that happens when a man is married. That is when he is looked at as valuable, as safe, as a good bet, as someone that you want to promote, as someone who is trustworthy.
Okay.
So I did want to point that out.
Thank you.
So listen, Rochelle, it said I already have 30 spots taken, so I can't mod you up. So Rochelle, I need you to manage his mute because I do need to teach the class something.
Okay.
And I don't think that he can manage himself. He's not capable. Um, so ladies and gentlemen, I do want to teach us something from Genesis real quick. Z says she'll help. Thank you so much. Mwah. Y'all, I do have the best mods on TikTok. Fuck what you heard. All right. Now, men, I don't want y'all to continue to get upset about the Genesis story, okay? When they tell you the Genesis story, it's okay. Because what the Genesis story, is I think it might be Grips. I'm yelling into the phone
Sorry.
over someone. Yeah, it is you. Yeah, baby, it's you. Mute yourself, honey.
Oh, I did. Sorry.
I think I muted you and you unmuted yourself at the same time, so we ended up unmuted. So I'm not going to touch it. You do it. There you go. All right. So listen, ladies, gentlemen, ladies, I'm talking to you. Don't get upset about the Genesis story. I want us to just let them have it. And I want to explain to you why you can let them have it. Okay? So men need women and women don't need men. And the Genesis story proves it. Okay? So we had the man. Okay, here he is. Here's the man, right? Actually, he's kind of sad because he's actually the only thing that God made and didn't say it was good. When God made man, he did not say it was good. He was like, oh shit, you need help. God looked at the earth and the sun and the skies and he said, that's good. God made the animals and he said, that's good. God made the plants and he said, that's good. He made the space and he said, that's good. And then he looked at man and he said, ooh, you need help. Right? That's how it goes in the story. Y'all remember? Everybody's remember, right? He looked at man, he looked at Adam and he said, Adam, neighbor, for those of y'all that used to be in Black People Church, Adam, you need help. And God looked at Adam and he said, where did I not fuck up? And he looked at Adam and he said, okay, Adam has ribs. All right? Adam has these ribs and the ribs look like they're doing all right. So I'm going to take one of these ribs, give Adam some hands, right? I'm going to take one of Adam's ribs and I'm going to make woman from that rib. So he took the one rib and he made woman. Now, when he took the one rib and he made woman, woman has all her ribs, right? No ribs were taken from Eve. Eve has all her ribs. Eve has all her ribs. Eve has everything she needs, right? She has everything. Eve has everything she needs. God did not look at Eve and say, Eve, you need help. God did not look at Eve and say, Eve needs help. So she does not need additional help. 0 additional help needed. Now, Adam needed help, and Adam is also missing a piece of himself.
And lonely. Don't forget lonely.
Well, he feels the loneliness when he doesn't have a woman because Adam's rib is in the woman. You understand?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So
He's complete.
so he's missing a piece of himself and he is incomplete without a woman. This is why the loneliness epidemic is hurting them so bad. But Eve does not need Adam. Eve has all of her ribs. She has everything she needs, and no additional help was needed. Adam, on the other hand, when God saw Adam, he said, oh shit, Adam, you're going to need some help. All right? So stop getting upset and in a tizzy over the Genesis story. I think that we've just been looking at it wrong. The Genesis story actually really explains to all of us why men need women, but women don't need men. Does anybody have any questions?
Nope. And also, don't forget, not only did she not need any help,
I have a
he
question.
was there just to provide help.
That was a bunch of lies.
I have a question. No,
Sure,
she asked
King.
y'all to speak up. I spoke first.
Go ahead, King.
If you, let's say you have a house, right?
I have a house. Okay.
I need help cleaning up. I hire a maid.
Mm-hmm.
What do I need to get for my maid?
Help cleaning your house.
No. What would
Sure.
make maid complete? What could I get a maid? What does a maid need?
Money.
You know, the maid doesn't. So if we're talking about capability,
Buddy, hey, that motherfucker quick on her feet.
yeah, money. Yeah, you could give her money.
I mean, if you have a maid, you have to pay her. She is
And
not there
actually,
of her
yes.
heart. She is there because she is providing a service as a job, and you have to compensate her for her time.
Well, that goes with the job. But what does she need as far as help, I said?
She doesn't need anything.
For help.
She's the help, right?
maid. Yeah.
She's
She
the help.
doesn't need anything. So that woman that is your maid is capable of cleaning her own house as well as helping you with yours. So she actually is 1.5 and you are only a half. Because you can't even clean your own house, and she can clean her house and yours.
My house is 3 times the size of her neighborhood.
But you
And
know what,
that's
King?
fine. Wait,
You
wait,
know what,
wait.
King?
Hold on. Hold
I was
on. No,
gonna
no,
no,
no.
but, I was
Don't
gonna say,
disagree.
Yellow.
Don't disagree.
No, I'm not
Don't disagree
disagreeing.
with them. Yeah. So even though your house is that large, she still can clean your large house plus her own. And you can't even do your own house.
Without help, why is it that she can do that?
Because she is full and she has everything she needs, whereas you need help. That's why. Adam needs help. Eve has everything she needs. No additional help was needed for Eve. When God made Eve, he didn't make anything to help Eve because Eve was completely competent to
That's
do
a false
everything she needed to do for herself and even help him on
So the
top of it.
last thing I'm gonna
Because
say,
when
right?
she met him,
false
Adam needed help.
interpretation.
Even God knew that Adam needed help.
False
A maid
interpretation.
without a house to clean is incomplete. A maid without a house to clean is unemployed. A maid by profession without a house to clean has no point. She's point.
Okay, so listen. Does that distract from today's point, or is today's point pro marriage?
Is Miss Sandry.
Today's point was pro marriage. Today's point was very much pro marriage. Today's point even said that if a man, right? If a man is not improving a woman's value by being a husband, does he even have value at all? Right? This is a very pro marriage prompt. I don't know why you guys are upset by it.
You know
Who
what
said
jumped
this?
out at
This
me,
who said
Yellow?
this false?
When King was talking, what jumped out at me, that is exactly how the white tea man was talking about them at one point. That's how the white tea man was talking about them when he was saying that BLK men are useless, lazy, and they're good for nothing. They need to go back to the cotton fields. That was really interesting.
See that's what
Sandry.
that's what a
More
man
Miss
would do for
Sandry.
you. See, a
I'm
man
sorry, I came off mute
without a
first.
More
father.
Miss Sandry.
I just wanted to also point out that while she may not have a job per se, the fact that she has the skill set to do all of the work, and yet you, who were supposed to have hired her,
Potential energy, y'all.
not
Clock it. Do that
you,
thing y'all do and clock it. That's
King,
yeah, but you still don't have the capability of doing it. No matter what happens, her vocation, if it's not used, yeah, it's not really there. But you're talking about a vocation. You're not talking about intrinsic value. You, however, acknowledge that you are incapable of maintaining and cleaning your own house. However, this person who is a maid is capable of not only cleaning your home, but other people's homes and her own home. With
Well, it's not the case. He might not have time for it.
sir,
That's the wrong argument.
if
So
he
the
can't
intrinsic
manage his
value.
time,
So you said so.
yeah, he
KGR
can't
said
manage
there's
his time.
intrinsic value.
Hey, Yellow.
Hey,
I,
hypervillain.
I only want to come up here for a very small moment of time because, I got money to make, unlike the other people on the panel. So I'm gonna make it
Hey,
real
not
simple.
throwing. Hey, careful! Don't hit nobody with no whatever. Somebody,
I'm only hitting the
the two
XY chromosome.
knickknacks. I got you.
Yeah, the XY chromosome. That's my main target. Okay, so here's the thing. If men are the builders,
Okay.
who makes them? How do they get built? Because according to biology, women have all the tools necessary to make the builders, right? So, on a philosophical
Incorrect.
standpoint, are women not the builders?
Oh, we're
Do
absolutely the
women not
builders.
do women not build the builders?
We build the builders.
We
Absolutely.
build, yes, we do. We build the builders.
Yeah, we
We
build the
build
builders.
the
Y'all don't even
builders.
make them. Y'all birth them, but y'all don't.
We
No, we do
we
build
su-
them.
we supply the necessary environment for them to get built. Because how else are they going to get built?
Okay,
How
so
can
yeah. I
Just
mean,
because
we
it's
can
How
absolutely take
how
this
else are
to
they
the
gonna get?
whiteboard. We can do a science lesson because it seems that Raider
Yes, let's
doesn't want
break
to
this
follow
down.
us.
Let's break down the building
You
blocks
don't
of
let me.
building.
I could actually annihilate your whole argument.
No, you
You,
can't.
sir,
Can't.
you, sir,
It's not
are
hard. It's not.
literally a product of what women's building capabilities are. You would not
Building
be here
capabilities.
if it were not for the building capabilities, the woman's
Not building nothing.
perfected capabilities of making other builders. You are a product of that.
Y'all gave birth.
All right. So look, there's the super sperm. There he is. Dun dun dun. Right. So super sperm goes over, makes his way into the woman, and he finds himself the egg, which, by the way, is much bigger, much bigger than the sperm. Okay. There he is. Super sperm. He meets the egg. Okay. Sperm by himself would not build. Okay. Super sperm cannot build on his own. Okay. When he gets in here, he fertilizes, right? He fertilizes the egg, right? And what that really says is it sends a chemical response to the egg that it's time to start splitting chromosomes and making a human. So on the man end, all you came with was this. That's it. That's your contribution. That's the man's contribution. That's it.
and that's enough. Correct.
Okay? It's not enough because if there's no egg, nothing fucking happens. You just end up with a wet sock.
There's no
Right?
sperm. Nothing happens.
Okay? So this is the man's contribution.
And
The
one's a
woman's contribution. The woman's contribution. Let's talk about the woman's contribution. Woman's contribution.
150 people doing it here.
All right? I told you as long as we got rid of Cummings that my thing would go back up. He was literally the thing that was fucking up my numbers. He didn't believe me. It was him the whole time.
Virus.
Asking how? How he?
How was he
Because you
fucking up my
guys are
numbers?
parasitic.
Because he was boring,
So, yeah.
right? So when I restarted the live and he's not a part of it, now I have 150 people in the room. All right, so women's contribution, right? We have the mitosis and meiosis, M-I-O-S-I-S. We have mitosis and meiosis, which is the splitting of the eggs, arranging the chromosomes the way that they're supposed to do, and then figuring out how all of that is going to play out, setting up the plan of what this baby is going to look like, right? And then we have 9 months of building.
10.
Why doesn't an egg move at all?
It does move.
It's an empty shell. Men create a lot.
Jesus Christ.
So the eggs do move around, and actually, in order for the sperm to actually even fertilize the egg, they basically go in stealth mode. They cover themselves and fool the female body into maintaining the fertilized egg, because our natural response is to expel it immediately.
Yeah.
Yep, purge.
I learned about that stealth thing yesterday already.
You haven't learned a damn thing.
So it's actually.
Did you say yesterday?
Somebody told me about stealthing yesterday.
All right, so for 40 weeks, she builds the baby. And let's say that if the baby is a boy, right? So the baby, including boys, right? And if men are builders,
Man did it. He definitely did it.
right? Men are builders, but women build the men.
And literally,
This
it's
is
like
not building. This is not building. This started as a sperm. You sent it as a sperm. And that's all that you did with it. That's the whole show. You don't do any building. You offer the sperm. When the sperm meets the egg does all of the work of turning the combination of egg and sperm into an actual baby. The sperm doesn't do anything. It actually like evaporates once it gets in there.
And I think we could
Great
take
life.
this a little bit
Life comes from
further, Yellow. Hold on, Razor. Hold on, because this is a learning moment for the both of you. Let's go further. Now, Yellow, if I were to ask you,
A picture of a man
how
talking to you.
important, how important is it for the environment in
Oh, what you
which the
smoking on?
builder is being built is healthy?
Oh,
What
that's super
role does
important.
that? Yes, let's talk about that. Let's break that down.
Absolutely. So the woman's body, which is the place that the building of the builders is made. So the woman's body must be healthy. And an unhealthy body, woman's body, right, which is the body that builds people. So we'll call it the people building body. People building body, right? That's what the woman's body is, the people building body, right? If it's unhealthy, we can have loss of the baby. We'll have incomplete building, right? It'll never get built correctly. Incomplete building.
Like a material.
Right? We can have an unhealthy product, right? All kinds of things. But the man, he just gives the jizz. Well, truth be told, it's actually good for men to have healthy sperm, because they'll also have low sperm count, and then they'll just ejaculate water. And then what they have is, instead of having super sperm, they have dummy sperm, right? So that is actually a thing. They can have dumb sperm, right? If they're unhealthy, they can, instead of having super sperm, they have dumb sperm, right? So it's kind of like this with the dummy hat on it.
Mm. You know, Yellow, I remember a doctor on YouTube saying how important it is that if you want to have a good pregnancy, the man needs to get healthy 9 months in advance before conceiving. He explained how abnormal sperm leads to issues such as preeclampsia and preterm
Mm-hmm.
birth, and
And
what an issue
yeah,
that is for women.
and actually,
Do you,
miscarriages that happen in the first 3 months are typically caused by the sperm. Um,
yep.
the other thing, some of the dummy sperms you could have a sperm that has two tails. It'll be malformed, and that guy can't get to where he needs to go. You've got ones that are dummies and they can't find their way, so they just never make it to the egg at all. You also have ones that don't have any tail at all, so they have no flagella, so they can't, you know what I'm saying? Like the tail, the flagella is what propels them, and they don't have one at all. So they do need to be healthy, otherwise they have dummy sperm instead of super sperm. That's also important.
You know, when we talk about super sperm, oh my God, it reminds me of Captain America. So, like, when we talk about creating super sperm, right? Um, we need to have good health in order to have good sperm, right? So,
Absolutely.
what are the things that can negatively affect us building these quote unquote super soldiers?
Argumentative
Well,
women.
one of the things that can actually hurt sperm and sperm count is jizzing too much. If you're jizzing too much, you will decrease your spermy count. And what'll happen is, instead of having millions and millions of sperm, you end up with loner sperms that never make it to where they need to go. So, and we do know, so this is him, and he's part of the lonely sperm epidemic. Lonely sperm epidemic.
A sperm builds an egg into a baby.
And
No,
then,
it
and
can't build anything.
Sperm is alive, the egg is a
what?
Are builders. Gotcha.
No, they're not. No, they're not. I love how
said,
neither of you have taken a science class. Let's get something
I ain't taking
straight.
no science class because you
An egg. Okay. The egg actually has all
nothing.
of,
It's
sir.
life comes from men.
No, it can't come from
We
men.
create life, not
Women
y'all.
actually have
Fingertips,
sperm,
bro.
sir. We actually
So
have
listen,
sperm.
hold on, everybody. Too much talking all at once. Too
You
much
don't let
talking all at
nobody.
once. I like to agree with the men. Okay, I enjoy that. So, Raider, life comes from men, okay? So, I think that for the women who don't want to have babies, but they got pregnant anyway, we should have them surgically removed from us and put it inside of you because the life comes from you. And I am sure that you will be able to continue the term of the baby and then deliver it from your penis hole.
We're an outputter. We
Andrew 101.
What is it, Miss Andrew, sir? You are the bringer and the creator of life.
We're not
No, sir.
useless without
Sir.
marriage.
Hey,
You
I
are
am
the
the only
builder.
misandrist on this live. Yellow is not a misandrist.
I am not a
I hate men. I hate men.
When did I say I hate
I'm
men?
gonna say it because I don't like dudes.
Sir.
nah. She
Listen, I think that you are experiencing soft testes. Are you experiencing soft testes right now?
Damn guilt and it need to be right. That's how
Soft
y'all.
testes, to the peeps, throw them
guilt
soft
and it
testes
need to be
stickers
right.
in there. I'm seeing soft
guilt and it need to
testy
be right.
issues here. Soft testes, I'll
I see
spam
misandry
soft
here.
testes in there.
I see
All the way
misandry here.
across. I see
Because we're
soft
useless
testes.
without marriage.
This is why you're having such a problem.
We're useless.
Oh my gosh.
That's
All this soft testy behavior.
interpretation of Genesis.
Oh my goodness. Look at the soft testy behavior.
at a time what you say when you unmute.
Camilla, don't be playing pick me up here. Don't be playing pick me up here, Camilla. Hey, Camilla, sweetheart, how you doing?
Pick me. Those are the best. Those are only wife materials.
I'm glad. Thank you to be here. And I just wanted to answer one of the guys, he said that men made life. And in Genesis, Adam didn't do anything. He didn't make any life. He laid back and Daddy God made the life out of him. So even Genesis doesn't say men make life, they just lie there. That's God's domain.
Saying the black man is God. Got you.
So
Sure.
hold on one second. Hold on. Let's take this apart.
So whoever agrees.
Wait a minute. So Adam lays back and God makes life. And in this situation, the black man is God. So the black man is laying down the other man to make life? I'm very confused.
Definitely unmute.
And God gave man the ability to create life.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know,
No. Don't mute him. Don't mute
a
him. Let him
man.
go.
Listen.
Okay,
A
so
man sees.
it's sir.
Can I finish?
Point out the baby that was made through the loins of
Okay.
came through the loins of a man.
Oh, for one,
Voice to my child.
that's why you know, in school they say you're the
How
sperm
old
that
are
made
you?
it.
How old
I'm
are you?
44.
Sir, first of all, you
In
sound
school they say you're the sperm that
sound
made it. You're the
87.
lucky
Let's start
sperm
there.
that made it.
What
You're
you
the
must
lucky
have had
sperm
a
that
rough
made it.
time with your trachea, sir. You sound 87 years old.
And so guilt and need to be right.
No,
All you can
that's
do is
just a
shame
side
and
fact.
all you can do it is insult. But I can,
Not
but you ain't
insulting.
got no facts because you lied
I
about
gave
Genesis.
you all the facts.
No, you didn't. You
What did I
you
say that was a
misinterpreted the
lie?
Bible for one. God never said Adam needed help from
Yes, he
Eve.
did.
No, he was lonely and he didn't like being lonely. And
No,
he
he
said,
said
"Can
he
you
needed
give me
help.
a companion?" He said, "Can
He
you
needed
give me a
help.
companion?" He didn't
Yeah,
help with
why did
what?
he need a
Help with
companion?
what? What did he need help with? Because he didn't like being alone. I am very pro marriage, but I'm not pro what you're talking about because you are talking about misandry. You saying men are useless without marriage, and that's crap. We build societies.
No, let him go off.
The camera that you built up was built by a man. Without a man, you wouldn't be able to be on here talking this crap that you're talking.
And with
We
that,
built
go
society
ahead.
for women to be comfortable, and you do not have to be married to be valuable. If you provide to society, you are valuable. Now,
Yeah.
it's better if you're married because you're reproducing.
sir.
But that's not the end of your values. Only being married.
No,
No,
that's
if
the
you're
only
fighting
value.
for this country, you're
That's the
valuable.
only value.
If you're building homes, you're
That's the
valuable.
only
If
value. Only value of
you
a
are
man
involved
a woman
with
into
the
a wife.
infrastructure of
No,
keeping society
no,
running, you are
no,
valuable to society.
no. The only value of a man is to make a woman into a wife. He has no value
So
beyond.
you're saying to be a slave to a woman?
Did I say that he had to be her slave?
That's how it
I didn't
sounds.
say
That's how it
that. I
sounds
said
coming
the
from you.
only value that a man
Our
has
only
is to
so
turn a
when
woman
so
into a
we're
wife.
building bridges, building the
That's
house
it.
that you
That's
live
all
in.
that you guys
There's
are
no value.
for.
So there's no value to the men who built your house. There's no value to men who do your plumbing.
Mm-mm.
Okay, my
Nope.
wife would think you're crazy.
Them
My
I don't
wife
care
would
what your
call you
wife
crazy.
thinks. I don't care what your
But
wife
no,
thinks.
because these are not facts.
Sir,
I'm
the
still
only
far
value,
more
let me put
facts
it up
than
there
you.
for you.
These are not
The
facts.
only
There's
value,
nothing that you're saying is facts. This is
only
all
value,
misandry. This is a hatred of men, saying men are useless without y'all. That's crap. Y'all can't even survive. Y'all can't even
Is it
survive without
okay
us.
for you to say
Y'all
that
need us more
women
than
are
we need
useless
y'all.
without
We
men?
need y'all for procreation. Y'all need us to build y'all societies and make society comfortable.
Right. So Raider, you're
don't give it
sitting here
away.
telling us that women are
Don't give it
useless.
away,
That's how this
Chris.
conversation started,
No,
Raider.
that's not what I
You
said.
no,
I know
listen,
y'all said men were
Raider,
useless.
relax.
Y'all
Listen,
said men were
relax.
useless.
Relax for a second.
Y'all
'Cause I'm
said men were useless.
relax,
I
Raider.
said we are
Raider,
valuable
I'm
outside
not
of marriage because what we
arguing.
provide to society.
Raider, I'm not
I
arguing with
said
you.
women
I'm
are
just
useful because they build and they give birth to the next
I
generation of
am not
society builders.
arguing, Raider.
We need
All I'm
each other.
doing is
It ain't no
reiterating.
women don't need man. That's crap.
Grips,
All
Grips.
That is
right.
crap. She
Let me
said
ask
So
Raider a
women do
question.
not
what I
need
was
men.
what I was
Y'all
saying
need
to you
us
now, Raider.
every single day of y'all
Let me know
lives.
when you're
Y'all need us to
done.
work on your cars. Y'all need us to build your home. Y'all need us to fix y'all
All
lives.
right, we heard you. We heard you.
All
Okay?
right, Grip.
And
All
what
right,
I'm saying
Grips.
to you right now, Raider, is that the reason why we got here in this conversation is because initially you told us that women were worthless without men. So
I
it's
said, no,
weird.
I
It's
said, no,
weird that now you
that is not
came
what I
back
said. Stop putting
around.
words in my mouth. Stop
No,
putting
no,
words in
you
my
said
mouth.
that we are valueless without men. And then until we get married, that's when a woman
But
has
here's the
value.
thing. That is a fact.
All
Because
right,
what?
all right. So
Okay,
stop,
what?
stop for a
Y'all
second.
don't
Stop,
build
stop
nothing.
for a
Y'all
second.
don't
Stop,
build
stop,
nothing. If
stop
a
right
war was
there.
a
Stop
start, we're
right there
not
for
going
a
to have a
second.
front line full of women.
Raider, stop right there for a second.
All right, you know what,
Then you
Raider?
turned
Raider,
around.
wait,
Then you
hold on
turned
one
around
second,
and
Grip.
said that we're
1 second, Grip. 1
misandrous
second.
because we
1
said what
second.
you said.
1 second, Grip. Raider, go ahead and go get your wife.
She's not here right now.
I thought you had all of this of what you thought that your wife was gonna say about
No,
me,
because for one,
and
I
I
know my
want your
mom's
wife
mentality
to
because
hear
we've been married
you.
for 10 years.
I
I
want
know
your
how my
wife
wife
to
is
hear
down. She
you.
would not agree with
I
you.
want
She
your
would not
wife
agree.
to hear you.
She's heard me say this. We've talked about shit like this.
Of course
She
she
don't
did.
agree with this. She knows that men are very valuable. She knows we build societies, and we build societies to make it more comfortable for women.
So I want you to tell
Women,
your wife,
if
Mr.
men were to
Raider,
disappear,
shut
if
the
men were to
fuck up.
disappear out of this country, the
Shut the
infrastructure will
fuck
fall.
up. Oh my God. You're insufferable. That's why your wife is not there right now. She's trying to escape being in the house with you. And somehow we got left with you instead. This is insane, sir. You are insufferable. Right? You are insufferable. That is why your wife is pretending that she has something to do. This woman is at the park on a park bench just reading a book trying to get the fuck away from you. Wherever the fuck she told you she's at, she's not even there. You are insufferable.
I'm my wife right now.
Sir, you are
Hospital
insufferable.
She's at the hospital.
You probably put her in the hospital. Being with you and having to listen to your hit,
Not her. I'm the responsible for her in the hospital. Easy.
Wait, hold up. What did you say about her old age? Y'all let her ride.
Oh, her grandma is old. She's on her way out the door. She is spending time with her grandma.
That lady
Now,
is in
you want to
Dunkin'
say that
Donuts
I'm
sipping on a
insufferable? No,
Coolatta.
I'm not insufferable to my wife.
That lady is in Dunkin' Donuts sipping a
She
Coolatta.
will find.
Her grandma probably died 6 months ago. That lady is just riding that shit out so she doesn't have to fucking be in the house with you all the time.
They just
Listen to you. Who would want to be around
grandma
you?
just said
This shit is absolutely terrible. Who the fuck would want to be around you all the time?
her grandma's bills.
Listen, you probably paying bills of a woman that's been dead for 6 months. That lady doing anything to get out of the house.
So I just talked to. I talked to Deb.
I would do anything to get out of the house with you. I would be pretending. I'd have went to the whole fucking funeral and everything and pretend that that lady didn't die so that I could just keep on
I talk to
getting out
dead
the
people.
house and saying that
So
it's
I talk to
amazing.
dead people.
Yo, I'm just telling you right now.
I talk to dead people.
I don't know what. Listen, what you do on your time, I don't know,
That's why you're
sir.
not married.
I don't know. I don't know what goes on, sir.
That's why you're not married.
But I do want you to know you have about 5 seconds to give your goodbye and stuff because the comments have dropped you,
You're
sir.
not wife material.
Go
You're
ahead.
not.
Bye. Thank you.
That was a great lesson, Yellow. I really enjoyed. I learned a lot. I gotta
Fun.
I gotta swing by here again. I love biology.
Wait.
Well, Hypervillain, y'all gotta remember to post my damn lives in the Discord. Ain't nobody posted my lives in the Discord since August.
All right. I'll make sure to do that.
My last live posted in there August 31st, and the person that posted it was me. I was like, oh, okay. Not my Discord, y'all. It's a different Discord.
I have to say something to this Mr. Raider guy.
Y'all go right on ahead.
Okay. Now I don't know what you man-hating feminists are on about, okay? I don't know what you man-hating feminists... First of all, that fake biology lesson you gave earlier, no, erase that. I want to go back to the first biology lesson, where I learned that a man has lost his ribs, okay? A man is like one rib short, and a woman's complete, okay? And this is why they're forever chasing and jealous of women, okay? Because they are forever without a missing rib. They're forever one rib down. And look. I really, I'm so glad I came to this because I didn't know biology before, but I know biology more than I ever thought to know, and I just love that like men were the ones who built society, and I love that I got this lesson really, and I love that a man's only purpose is to be married. Okay, I didn't know that, and now I know, and I love that I can see now that like men truly are useless until they're a husband. I didn't know that. Okay, and this is news to me. It makes sense because every other man that I've ever come across, right? They're kind of like bumps on a log until they get the title of husband, and then all of a sudden they just light up. All of a sudden it's like the life is like put in them. Like as soon as that ring hits their finger, and they like go to the courthouse and the church or whatever and say I do and I'm a husband. Like I didn't know this. Like this is truly like. I don't know, you should win a Nobel Peace Prize for that. Because I really didn't know that they literally had no value until they became a husband. Like, but it makes so much sense now. I see the world clearly now. And thank you.
You are so welcome. You are so welcome. I'm gonna bring up somebody that's y'all be on moderators be have your trigger ready because this Danny Bama person was crashing out in the comments that they want to come up, and almost every time somebody crashes out in the comments that they want to come up, they come up and be an asshole. So let's see how it goes. Welcome up, Danny Banana.
What's good?
If a man is not improving a woman's value by becoming a husband, does he have value at all?
Yes, he does. Let me backtrack for a second. So
you don't believe that a man's purpose
can
is
I
to
finish
take...
first?
Hold on. You don't believe that a man's purpose is to take a woman, a regular woman, and elevate her to the level of wife. That's a man's purpose. You don't believe
that should be your own purpose, is to create value in yourself. Like you can be like, okay, so you don't go to college. First day you're on college, you say, oh yeah, I got the value. You get value by doing the work through college and graduating. That's when you get the value, is when you do the work. You don't just automatically get work from a title,
No,
so just because I'm a college student doesn't mean I'm smart and I have value. I get value from working, learning and stuff like that. It's no value just given from one action of marriage or you know. So that's how I believe.
Wait, do Nepo babies, do they earn their value or is that value transferred?
You said who?
Said, do Nepo babies earn their value or is that value transferred?
Necko babies.
You
You
know
don't know
what
what Nepo is.
Oh God,
Well, as
okay.
in
I forget.
nepotism, sir.
That's outside of what I was trying to argue. Babies.
Actually no.
I was
Actually
actually
no, it's
arguing
not outside. It's not outside the
marriage
argument
between a man and
because the
woman in
argument
terms of value.
was your value is only given to you by what you do. And I'm asking you if people who do not do anything but have value transferred to them because of their proximity to other people's value, is that valuable?
Give me an example where that happens.
Okay, so who can I bring up? All right, so
Okay, I
George
got
W.
one. So
Bush.
listen, let me speak man to him
All
real
right.
quick. So like, let's say that there's two women and one of them is ugly and the other one is hot, right? Can the ugly girl get in the club without the hot chick?
There's value in getting in a club.
Never mind. Jesus, that was the best I had.
Oh God.
Hypervillain, I
I'm just
promise
saying,
you that was
like,
the best that I fucking had.
where's their value in that?
Her
Okay,
value, her ability to get into the club is tied to the fact that her hot friend is hot. It's not her own self. It's tied to the fact that the hot friend is hot.
I mean, there's plenty of clubs out there you can get into. Values in owning the club.
Oh my
okay,
God.
so let's use your analogy.
I'm just saying.
Let's say you are a multimillionaire, right? And you're one
Am
of
I
your
married or unmarried?
no, you're just a regular multimillionaire, but you got a lot of brokey friends, right? If your brokey friends are in proximity to you, do they now have value?
No, they don't.
Okay, so what you were saying earlier, which is people have to earn their value, but I brought up how there are people who don't earn value that are valuable. So are you arguing that
Where's their
is or
value?
isn't the case? I don't know, you tell me, because you're the
They
one
don't.
who brought up
That's what I'm saying.
value.
They don't have value. Just
Okay, so
because
you're
they're friends with me doesn't mean they have value. They don't.
so
They don't if they're not in
if
the
that
business,
is
they're not making money for me.
You gotta bring it down to his level.
yeah, I know. If that is the case,
That is the
if
level. Y'all are taking it somewhere
Hypervillain,
else. Y'all
the
Danny,
trying to.
minute that you
Danny,
can't take it no more, let me know because I'm already at can't take it no more.
Sir, I
yeah,
have a question after
go ahead,
Hypervillain goes.
What have
Rochelle.
I said that's wrong?
Thank you. Sir, are you married or not?
No. I'm still young. I'm
So why are we
23.
Okay.
talking to him? This man don't have no
Wait.
value. He has not
Well,
taken no woman and made him into a wife. Why
well,
are we
see,
talking to
well,
him? He doesn't
I
have
will.
any value.
I was about to. I was about to say.
Go
I'm
ahead and
so
say what you
sorry,
got.
sir. I'm so sorry. But unfortunately, because you are not married, you are literally like a bump on a log. And unfortunately, you inherit. You just the value just evaporated. Okay. So, sir, until you have a wife, until you have the label of husband, okay, you have no value. I'm sorry to say. So,
Actually, we should
God
just
himself
put that
said
on a
that.
sticker that we're only allowing husbands on the panel because single
yeah.
men do not have value and nothing that they
No.
say means anything,
Like
right?
Yeah,
we
So
God himself said you weren't good enough without a wife. I'm sorry.
like
Argue
we
with
don't
God.
we don't even care if you like created a filtration system or you built a library or you built a school. We don't care if you're educating the youth. We really don't care. The only thing that matters, the only value you have on this floating rock, okay, is if you husband. Okay? Husband, no value. Husband, value. No husband, no value. Okay? Thank you.
I love how King's Corners in the comments talk about like, well, if y'all are unmarried, you're unvaluable. Sir, we just gave you a lesson on how women already have value built in. We don't need to add to our value because the value is already built into the price point. The moment that you marry us, you come with all that you need to build.
That's right. God is proud of us. That's why he speaks in the Bible about how he who finds a wife finds a good
It's a
thing.
good thing.
He's proud of his creation in us.
But when he looked at man, he was like, "Oh, this thing's gonna need some help.
Yep.
This shit
I
is
mean,
lonely. It
but
needs help."
but it makes sense because he's one rib down. He needs all the help he can get. Okay, when you have one rib, it's a hard life out there. You need that one rib.
I hope this is a learning lesson for women to stop claiming niggas publicly, because you don't know what your husband is saying about you behind your back.
Hex.
You don't know how he's talking about you behind your back. So just maybe this could be a PSA for you to stop talking about your man's publicly, because you don't know what that man thinks about you when you're not around.
I do. Only because, like, I'm kind of in my husband's brain on a regular basis, walking around. He can't even blink wrong without me seeing it. I'm being facetious, but I'm not. Like, literally, I had his symptoms and I told him to go to the doctor, and he had blood pressure that was like 186 over like 120. Yeah. I have
This
to
is
have
why that's why it's not good for men to be alone. They really need help.
They do need help.
long his life improved and how much happier he is having me as his wife. And I sit there and state, yeah, that's why you have to make me happy at all times. That's what my dad told him. And he was like, you're right. His dad told him the same thing. It's amazing. To our fathers, both of our dads have been married to our moms for over 40 years. Both men are happy as hell, doing great. And why? Because they make their wives happy every single day. That's how.
All right, listen, y'all. I'm about to turn it over into sub only. And we're gonna let the thing drop down, and then we're gonna talk about this shit today, in today's conversation. I'm about to mod you up, KGR, so that should let you come over to sub only anyway. I deleted somebody that ain't been here for 30 days. So I ain't modded and you ain't never here. So that's how that goes. All right. Confirm. Okay, cool. Check and make sure you have mod powers. You good?
Mod.
You, Jordan's mom, you so silly.
Yeah, I've got my mod powers for the most part, I think.
All right. Oh, I see a couple people subbing in. Hey, welcome, new subbies. If the difference on the two tiers of subbing, if you guys are subbing real quick to come on over, the one that's $3.99 will allow you to come over and use all the stickers. The one that's $5.99 gives you access to the Discord. Okay, so that's the difference between the two. So if anybody wants to sub or wants to hurry up and sub, because I'm about to hit, so it always says something went wrong. All right, let me see something.
But I
I
must say,
believe you have to drop the panel in
All of
order to
us.
switch.
Huh? Oh,
You have to
yeah.
drop.
All right, so let me drop everybody. Okay, you guys. Got like 5 seconds. I'm about to push the button. All right, bye, Grip.